If you struggle cooking the perfect lamb rack, let me show you how to master it with smoke, fire, and a little Aussie stubbornness. Mary had a little lamb and I cooked the shit out of it. Ooh, I like lamb. Ooh, smack! Starting with this 500 gram rack I picked up from Mick out at Gippsland Premium Meats. Now I'm smoking this lamb rack, so I'm going to trim off most, if not all, of that fat. Half of it is missing anyway. Mick probably gave it to his dog for lunch. Plus, I want the smoky flavour on the meat and not the fat. It's easy enough to trim, just using a sharp knife. Just go slowly. It's pretty much like removing a scab. And this is what we're left with. It's still got fat on it, and that fat is really flavoursome. We just don't have one side with a big chunk and the other side with nothing. Let me show you how to make the tastiest lamb rub that doesn't involve a Greek grandma and a shady reach around in a back alley. Into a rub shaker or bowl, add the following: 1 part of dried rosemary that's been ground up, 1 part of dried oregano, 1 part of garlic powder, 1 part of onion powder, 1 part of dried cumin, 3 parts of kosher salt, and 2 parts of lemon pepper. Put the lid on and give that a good shake, or don't. Uneven seasoning's your choice. Olive oil is today's binder, and we're just going to rub it all over the lamb. It's just a binder, people. Don't make this weird. Flip it over and do this side as well. And then hit it with our rub. Don't forget, you want to get every side. Make sure to apply your rub from around about 30 centimetres above your food. What this does, it allows the particles to separate before they hit, and therefore you get much more even coverage, and it's going to taste the same from this side to this side. And once seasoned, we can pop it aside until we get the barbecue ready. Parts are like relationships, vague, flexible, and occasionally spicy. You can use teaspoons or buckets to measure this out. It's all math that we can eat. Today, we're using a Weber Go Anywhere, or GA as they're known, and I'm pairing it up with Heat Beads original briquettes and 1 chunk of cherry wood. Now I want to be smoking around about 150 degrees Celsius today. Now just let the barbecue warm up for 5 minutes. And that's just enough time for you to check your reflection in the lid. Today's cook will take 1 hour, and for those of you who follow me, you know that means this is a 2-beer cook, using my beer timer. Oh! 1 hour equals 2 beers, or an awkward chat with your in-laws. The choice is yours. After the barbecue's had 5 minutes to warm up its little metal soul, it's probe time. Insert the probe into the lamb, dead center in the fattest part of that rack. We're just going to place the lamb rack on the opposite side of that lit fuel. We want to face our bones towards the heat. They're going to act like little shields of delicious bone armour. Put the lid back on and enjoy the smells of victory. Now onto the vent settings, and this is the bit that most people stuff up and blame their meat. I want cold oxygen rushing into where my coals are. So the bowl vents on the coal side are wide open and we're getting all that cold oxygen in. But I also want to draw the smoke and heat over my food. My food's over this side. So opening this vent on the lid, that's our exhaust vent. Now we're drawing all the heat and smoke over it. By using these settings, that's how we turn this little barbecue into a meat chamber of happiness. Airflow is everything. Without it, you're just warming up metal, charcoal, and sadness. The temp probe says we're right on 55 degrees Celsius. Sometimes I just like to sit and admire the lamb like it's my firstborn child, but better smelling. We won't need the thermometer anymore. How friggin' good does that look? Now we're just going to place the rack of lamb onto 2 layers of flexible metal. And yes, use 2. You don't want those bones poking through. Now this is where I'd normally use my esky, but this lamb rack is getting the 5-star treatment. We're going to let this rack of lamb rest for 20 minutes. Now normally I would say rest your meat 1 minute per 100 grams, but lamb's special, so give it more time. That internal temp will keep climbing to around 58 to 59 degrees Celsius, and that's where the magic happens, because lamb loves a longer rest. Resting time is over. Oh, if you could smell what I can smell right now, you'd be licking your screen. We just need to get it out of the foil. And now we're just going to cut it into cutlets or single serves. Oh, beautiful. And that's what we want to see, that blushing pink centre. Now this is how you do lamb, and this is why we barbecue. If this lamb made your mouth water or your pants tighter, you're exactly the type of legend I want hanging around my channel. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any more content.